I am not a good hospital patient, I am not a good sick person, so I want to avoid it at all costs. Right now is when I make the investment. What the work that you guys do, you did not pick the easiest one. But if you're going to stay in the room, if you're going to watch this video and you're going to think, hey, I want to be a first responder. When we say first responder, we're talking about that burning building where it's easy, look, firefighters, paramedics, police officers, they deal with what they call acute emergencies, real emergencies, and you see that somebody needs help, and they put their lives in harm's way, and we owe them a great debt. Same thing with the troops and all that. But it's different because it's an acute emergency. It's very easy to put down what you're doing right now to get that person out of harm's way, save that person from a car wreck. Somebody's getting bullied. You want to stop that. That's a great first response. Takes great a heroic effort. It's a whole different thing to be able to keep your focus on something that is the slow, creeping problem, stay focused, and stay on it, and stay enthusiastic when 99 times out of 100, people will reject you. People are going to reject you. I totally get it. They do it to me. I put $2 million into an infomercial. I give it this funny name, P90X, 2007, put it on TV, and I got rejected by millions of people. Dog. I was the laughing stock of our little infomercial industry. Who would work that hard? It's ridiculous. What were you guys thinking? You don't have enough money. It's a $2.5 million investment. My board of advisors were like, what the hell? We can never get that money back. That was just stupid. But focus groups, kept testing it, kept looking at it, started to get success stories from the people who actually did buy it, and things turned around. So that by 2005 we tested it, so that 2 years later, 22 tests later, it's the biggest infomercial in history at almost $1 billion in sales, P90X. And it's just because, even though I got rejected by all these people that saw this infomercial, this crazy little idea, eventually we got to the point that it was so compelling that people came in. That's your job too. When you get rejected, just think, Carl got rejected too, and I still get rejected all the time. If you saw how many infomercials we tried and failed, you'd be like, what the heck are these guys continuing to try? Or I pitch little ideas around the office. I get rejected around the office. I go home, my kids reject me. 99 times out of 100 you will get rejected. But maybe every once in a while, even in this casual little thing, like for instance we had Jason Sheff, lead singer of Chicago, who was a coach very early on because he just wanted to use it to motivate himself to say, it's funny, lead singer of Chicago. Yeah, see, we're here, and I said it. He wanted to be a coach because he thought it might keep him accountable to staying in shape for when he does his performances. So he became a coach. Not super crazy nuts about it, didn't want to be 15-star or whatever, but he got some recognition and everything. And one of these guys, an insurance agent from Nashville, Jeff Wald, signed up with him, and he wasn't doing much with it. He was maybe had one coach under him, was talking to people about it, loved the workouts, was doing the workouts, but taking it kind of casual. I happened to fly into Nashville to do a little speech at Jason's house. He had a group of people together. There was maybe 13 of them. And one of the guys in the front row was this guy sitting at over 350 pounds, probably close to 400 pounds. And I asked everybody, again, it was only 15 people, what program are you doing, da-da-da? And he says, I'm going to do P90X. Now, I'm a human too. And I have my doubts, and I understand. And I'm like, I am never going to see this guy again. He's going to try this. It's going to be too hard. There's no way he will see P90X. This is my own internal voice, right? There's no way he's going to see P90X through. And in fact, if I was a coach, I probably never would have even mentioned the opportunity or the products to him because no way, he's just not going to do it. But Jeff Wald mentioned it to him, got him there. I shook his hand. He says, I'm going to do this, man. Next time I saw him was about 9 months later. He had lost 205 pounds, and he was a quarterly winner. His name is Richard Neal. He won $100,000 this June after having lost 242 pounds. Gives me a shiver. The point of that is I want you to hang in there through all 99 of them because I don't know when one of them might be Jeff Wald. And then I want the Jeff Walls to hang in for all 99, because I don't know when one of them might be the Richard Neal who wants to have a kid and can't conceive because his body's not operating appropriately, but then eventually loses 242 pounds and is now lifting the entire state of Tennessee on his shoulders. One guy, because one guy mentioned it, because one guy wanted to get in shape. That's the power that you have sitting in this room if you don't quit. Big deal, right? It's a big deal. And it's so meaningful that you show up here today, but we're going to have to go beyond today. It's going to come down to those 3 vital behaviors. It's going to come down to you going, am I going to be, was Carl talking about me? I can't be talking about me. Me, a hero? Like Jeff Wald or Richard Neal or Jason or Lindsay or Christina, Melanie, Judy, Sherry? Who knows? I don't know who the next hero is going to be. All I know is positive, compassion, love, call it whatever you want, caring, has more ability to lift thousands of people up than judgment and fear and frustration and anxiety ever did. So if any part of your life is about feeling good and about making other people feel good, don't quit this ever. Find it. If it's not making enough money for you, find a way to make money until this does make money for you. If you're frustrated by getting rejected, go, you know what? Every seed of rejection that you get, every little rejection that you get, has a prospect of sometime turning into a seedling, turning into a flower, because you don't know when fate will intervene with that person. They remember what you said, and you might never even hear from them again. But something about what you said might turn the corner for them so that they decide to take their lives seriously. And that includes on your Facebook and your Twitter, showing who won the $500 a day Beachbody Challenge, or the $1,000, or the $100,000, or whatever. Any success story that you see, I hope we all agree. Share it as if it was your own. Certainly our competitors are using our before and afters. Why shouldn't we? Seriously, I found out at leadership that some plastic surgeon was using our before and afters from fitness and fitness and diet to promote how great liposuction can be. What? Like that? What? That is outrageous. It's outrageous. So our lawyers are calling. Point is, you know, people come up to me at Summit and Leadership and these kind of events, and they go, I'm going to be the next one on stage. I want to be the 15 star. I want to be recognized. I want to be that person. I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell you. And then they don't know, but we got social media. I go and I check their Facebook. I say, I wonder when I'm going to see him at Summit. And I see on Facebook, I wouldn't even know he was a coach. I look at her Twitter. I have no idea that she's a coach. There's nothing. I know they're good at Farmville, but I don't know that they're a coach. It is your job to push this stuff forward. We give you a ton of tools, and we're going to get better and better at it. You're going to see videos today. You can go to my YouTube page. Steal the videos. Take them, man. Help somebody with them. Take anything from my blog. I'm telling you right now, the cameras are on. Steal my stuff. My phone. But to take this stuff and push it out there as if it was your own. That's the whole point of this thing. That's why, you know, we're attracting celebrities. Some of you saw Chili from TLC on our stage. What a big heart. Gets on stage, she's talking about how she wants to help people, how you got to be a product of the product. I mean, she's just putting it out there, and she's doing it, man. She's stealing everything we got. She's promoting it on Twitter as if these were her success stories. And that's totally okay, because they are our success stories. Those success stories don't happen if we don't, as a collective, support each other. That's the 4 pillars of success: fitness, nutrition, peer support, and rewards. We, us, you, me. We are the peer support. It's important that our decibel level is high enough that nobody ever forgets that they're supposed to eat right, or forgets that there's some pressure that they said that they wanted to work out. That's our job, to keep this thing up in the air. So you do want to feel like, boy, I'm talking about fitness a lot on Facebook. Good. talk about it a lot. Let people know that that's what you're about, that that's what you feel. So I want to leave time for questions. What time? How long did I just go? I was in like the zone. Oh, I'm good.